This is K2RAH plus one on Foundation FM, and as I mentioned earlier, there is a special guest here for the Trilogy. Now, I don't do this feature often, so know that when I do, it's a special guest only. So we've got the Trilogy, which is a series of 3 related works of art. So for each segment of the Trilogy, I'll sit down with a super talented artist or producer, and we'll discuss their journey through one of their past and early records, a more recent track from the last 2 years, and their current or forthcoming release. I can't lie, I'm gassed about this one. This is someone I have admired and supported for a good few years now. She's an artist, a producer, a vocalist, a label owner, a radio presenter, a content creator, a businesswoman, and quite frankly, a bad bee. Welcome, UNIIQU3.
Don't make me cry. Hey.
Hey, girl.
What's up? I missed you.
I know. I missed you too, man. We were just saying, like, 2019.
I know.
The last time you were here. We had fun.
I know we did.
We had a good time. And then everything went to shit. We've been online, still trying to, like, keep connections.
Definitely have, though.
Yeah.
I love everything you've been progressing to do.
Thank you, babe.
And thanks for supporting me, too.
Always, man. Always. Like, the music speaks to me. You as a person, what you stand for, everything you're about. I'm Team UNIIQU3, man.
Aww.
It's good to have you. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
How's it been so far?
It's been good. I'm happy to be back in London. Like we said, it's been 2 years, and I didn't really think I would have the opportunity to come over here again so soon. So yeah. I'm just happy to be out here. The energy is crazy. The gigs are great. Yes. It's good to see old friends. The radio slamming.
Nice.
I love y'all radio because you play all the cool dance tracks.
What's American radio like?
Hip hop.
Oh, really?
Yeah, lots of hip hop and trap and top 40 pop.
So like all the like club music, Jersey club, you don't hear that on the radio?
I mean, we do, but for a little couple of seconds. Not like you guys over here, you guys embrace the whole track and blends and yeah. So hopefully soon though, us Jersey kids are really working to like make it happen for us.
You guys are on job. You guys are really on job. So I want to talk about where it all started for you. What was I think maybe I was late to the party. I think I maybe heard like a remix of yours on SoundCloud, maybe like 2011. I can't even remember what it was, to be honest.
Right.
I remember you had a SoundCloud account and then it got deleted. It was the original one.
Okay.
All the stuff that you had in the original account.
Okay,
so I don't know
that's
if that was
valid.
like 2011.
Yeah,
something like that.
2011. It got deleted when I was like at 13K, and I was just like, oh my gosh, all my tracks are gone. But yeah, before then I was just doing vocals for other people, and I wasn't into production. I felt like, I just wanted to focus on learning how to DJ, so I wasn't producing much, but some of the producers would just take so long, like sending me tracks or beats, and I was like, you know what? I need to do this myself too, and I just took it upon myself to like, learn how to produce, mostly self-taught, and yeah, now I, fast forward a couple of years, I started producing more original tracks and DJing out more outside of Jersey and getting that international appeal, and
girl.
Also just, expanding my horizons of what I wanted to remix and who I wanted to collaborate with, because coming to the UK definitely opened up my palette. Like I was hearing new artists, but the sound was kind of similar to Jersey, and I was like, I should just, kind of put my touch on this. And one of those artists was Skepta. My Skepta
that's not
remix.
Me. That's what
that's not me. That was on the old SoundCloud. Yep. That's not me. That was the first one. And then after that, I was just heartbroken as well. That EP, that EP that I had on Lit City Tracks definitely, was a big deal for people over here and just everywhere, because I kind of took a new take on the old school classic. So yeah, like that was really the beginning for me though, like big SoundCloud days, house parties, recording in my closet on GarageBand.
Really?
Yeah.
So that's vocals and the productions.
And the DJing too. I was definitely one of the only girls behind the decks.
You self-taught DJ as well?
Huh?
You self-taught DJ as well?
I learned from a few people. Natus is one of them.
Sick.
Also my mentor, rest his soul, DJ Hutch. He's a huge house head, and he did all the sound for all the parties. So that's kind of how I would even get to practice, because I would practice on his equipment. And when he would go to the club to set up for the DJs that were, already had a name for themselves, like DJ Slink. Or DJ J Hood, I would just practice. Like, you know what? Nobody's here yet. I'm gonna like open for the opener.
Yeah.
And the doors would be shut. And, you know, people were lining up. We had lines, like big, long lines of teens waiting outside. And they would just be like, man, yo, I'm so gassed to go inside. You hear that DJ, they going in.
Yes.
And then that's when, you know, they let the DJs in early so they could set up. And J Hood and Natus walked up to me like, that was you? I'm like, yeah. They were like, oh, all right. I see you. I didn't know you could DJ like that. I was like, yeah, I can. And then that's when they were like, yo, like, come through, you know? So J Hood definitely had his DIY radio station called Bad Ink Radio.
Okay.
And I was a part of that. And Natus definitely taught me how to blend like crazy. Slink was more on the production tip.
Okay.
He sent me my first Jersey Club kit over AIM.
AIM as in
AIM,
MSN,
like
messenger.
AOL Messenger.
Yeah.
Yeah, he sent it to me through a zip over AIM.
Yeah.
And ever since then, it's been curtains.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I definitely had the support of, like, you know, my male peers.
Yeah.
They all thought it was cool. Tough love, though.
Not going easy on you.
Nah.
That's good. That's what you need. So what's the first track then that you
the first track.
Your career?
This is funny. This first track is called When We Get Freaky. It's definitely one of my first club collaborations with DJ Bake, and it's my first viral video.
Right.
Yeah, it went viral like most Jersey Club videos do because we had a dance going along with it. And this was like a last minute video shoot we just shot outside. I drove down to Trenton. That's where Bake lives. It's kind of far, you know. But yeah, and it was sick.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's play it. When we get freaky.
It's DJ Bake. DJ UNIIQU3. Big Sin. Team Bake. 2 steps to the left. Let's go. 2 steps to the right. 2 steps to the left. Let's go. 2 steps to the right. 2 step and slide. 2 step and slide. 2 step and slide. Hey, 2 step and slide. Are you ready? Who's next? Jump in, let's go.
All right, that was UNIIQU's first track, one of the most important tracks in kickstarting her career. That was When We Get Freaky.
Yes.
Jersey is like one of my favorite genres because it feels like there's so much energy and originality, and this dance is incorporated. It always feels like you guys are having fun. So I guess what's it like to be part of that scene, and how has it evolved over the years?
Oh man, it's evolved so much. It's crazy. Jersey Club is officially 20 years old.
Wow.
So we just celebrated the 20th anniversary back in Newark before I came here with the Newark Arts Festival. So that was dope to have like the city really involved now. It's not just like they hear it or they, you know, might peep a bunch of kids. Like, no, like they're involved and they want to embrace us too because it's ours. Like it's our special thing. But Jersey Club has evolved so much over the years, from the production style to the equipment that we use to DJ and produce, you know, like a lot of us, I know the first generation of Jersey Club started producing on, you know, MPCs.
Right.
And then when we got laptops, that was definitely our second generation.
Yeah.
You know, using FL Studios and Acid, Sony Pro, super old school. And, you know, now we have fast computers and machines and DAWs, and, you know what I mean? Just like so many extra things that we could use to create music. So I feel like that definitely progressed the sound sonically. And as far as just like the style, the BPM got a little faster.
Was it not always 140?
Nah.
Okay.
It was kind of like Baltimore Club BPM, like 130, 135, maybe a 138. But 140, I don't know, that just became like a very favorite BPM of everybody because it was like a good tempo to be able to like not make it be faster. Right. You know what I mean? Like we don't have to put it up to be faster, but
okay, I see what you mean. Literally, like you don't have to.
Yeah, we don't have to tinker with the tempo, you know. So I feel like it's definitely gotten faster just because I wanted to keep up the pace of the dance floor, and like things started getting really real in Newark, you know. It's a beautiful city and it's full of creativity, but it's very aggressive. So I feel like as the times progressed, like we got more aggressive too with our music, and it was like more just aggression in terms of just like the kicks hitting harder and the BPM being faster and the vocals being more like, I'm telling you what to do. A lot of MC stuff, you know, to the left, to the right, let's go up, down. You know, so I just feel like everything just got more aggressive and more energetic as the time went by. And now the scene is very healthy. The dancers, they have dance battles all the time, and that makes them competitive, but in a good way so that they grow with their dance moves, because even though it's fun, they treat it like a sport, okay?
Right, okay.
Yes, they treat it like a sport. And the DJs, you know, we have more venues now.
Right.
Venues that we own as well.
Yes,
so that's dope because, you know, the warehouses are lit, but they always came with an expiration date. So it's cool that we have clubs that are for us, by us, that we can support. We've been doing so many block parties, so many outdoor activities. Like the city has been letting us DJ at the parks. So it's always a party in the park, whether it's Jersey Club or house music. So I'm so excited about that. Like the scene is full.
I mean, I'm not deep in the scene, but like I feel like visibly, like you're one of the only visible women in the scene. Like how is that? Because I'm sure there are other women producers, like maybe they just haven't had their chance yet, or like how have you found that kind of being the only one, or if not one of those visible women?
Well, first, I would say I'm the most visible. I just want to give a shout out to my other girls that have been killing it and Jersey that are on the rise. Miss Porsche is an OG, and she's making a major comeback. I'm really excited about that. Also, DJ Diamond Cut, she's from Philly, but she plays club music on the radio out there, so she definitely holds us down. And my girl, K2RAH, she's been doing her damn thing, going viral on TikTok all the time. So there's definitely a few ladies that are, you know, on the come up as far as international appeal. I'm definitely taking the crown for that. But I feel like it's been I'm still like, what? Honestly, it doesn't feel real because it's so natural to me to just, you know, produce and DJ club music, and for it to be something that people all over the world are captivated by. I'm just so blessed to be a part of the growth because we all did not see this coming. It was just something that was very homegrown. Like even the city of Newark was like, okay, club music, you know, but now they're like celebration club music.
I love that though.
Newspaper and da-da-da, and you know what I mean? So it feels good. My city looks up to me too, and I appreciate that as well because I feel like everybody, you know, as an artist, we all want to have like that hometown hero vibe. Like, yo, when I go home, it's lit. I get the love, you know, and it wasn't always like that for me. I was definitely you know, a bit overshadowed by my male peers because there's so many dudes in Jersey Club than it is for women. But actually, later on, it kind of helped me, you know, because they were like, oh, like, you're a woman? Dope. And your name is unique. Sick. It makes sense. So yeah, I just am so happy, and I want to just try new things now. I'm not saying I've reached every goal that I've had as a DJ, especially in the club scene, but I've checked a lot of boxes. So it's like, what's next? Because the sky's the limit. And since, you know, I've came this far and I didn't see that, I'm just like, well, what else is out there? You know, so
which
I want to do that.
Brings me to my next question, which I was going to say is you don't just make Jersey club music. Like, you know, you make electronic dance music. So what influenced the evolution of your sound? Because I guess as Jersey was growing, right, you're growing in that scene, but what made you want to step out of that a little bit, or like combine it with Jersey and try other sounds? Like where did that come from?
Definitely traveling. When I got to travel, I just had my eyes open to so many new things. I was like, whoa, you know, because they would book me to play Jersey, of course. But, you know, just hearing all the other DJs play sick tracks, I was just like, this is dope. I want to stay true to me. I don't want to sell out, but I also want to grow and, you know, expand. So I always like incorporating different club tracks that I feel like Jersey influence, actually. So that's been really cool as well. Like, aside from like expanding my palette as a producer, I've inspired other people to, you know, kind of incorporate Jersey into their sound. So I was like, if they could do that, I'm gonna do this too. And I'm just a big fan of dance music. You know, I was a ballerina and a tap dancer and a jazz dancer.
I love that.
Before I started clubbing. So, you know, I just was always into different types of music, like taking classical ballet and hearing a pianist. I play the piano too. I was in concert band. So I feel like I've always kind of had like just a ear for different sounds, and, you know, just coming especially to the UK and Toronto specifically were like the places that I was like, Oh my gosh, I'm in love.
I really want to go to.
Yes.
Well, I've been to Toronto. I haven't experienced the music scene, but Montreal. People talk a lot about Montreal.
Montreal too.
Experience that.
Montreal too, and the food is.
Oh really?
Yeah, so bomb.
Damn.
Yeah,
Damn.
it's so bomb.
In I want to say the past year, I feel like I've definitely heard UNIIQU's music on a couple Netflix shows. Grand Army. I remember Grand Army.
Yes.
There was another show as well. I feel like it was another show.
It was.
I heard your music on.
So in the past year, I've had my music on the Grand Army on Netflix, Dark City Beneath the Beat soundtrack as well, Love and Hip Hop, played I Do What I Want. What was the other one? Breaking Necks was on. What was the superhero show?
Oh, Black Lightning.
Black
that
Lightning.
Was what I heard it,
yeah, a few.
And then just a small matter of a Fendi Versace show.
Yeah.
Just nothing big. Just a casual show.
Yeah, new song just got co-signed by Versace and Fendi, and that collab was fab too.
And also have been sampled by Chloe Bailey.
Yes. The Girls Off the Chain.
Yes, with TT the Artist.
Yes, and Mighty Mark.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I hope young UNIIQUE is proud because it's happening. Like it's happening.
Yeah, she's proud.
She's proud.
And I'm proud because club music went from being sampled and everybody was getting honest about it to now it's being sampled.
Now it's being sampled.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm happy about that because that just shows that our wittiness and how we sampled is influencing, major producers out there.
It's really well sampled as well, actually, the Chloe Bailey.
Yeah, he did a good job.
Yeah,
he did a great job. It was funny, when they sent the track, I was just like, what is this, a remix inquiry? You know what I mean? Because they were UNIIQUE, whatever, TT the Artist, Girls Off the Chain, Chloe Bailey. I'm like, is this a remix inquiry? I don't got time.
Oh, you thought they wanted you to remix
her track? I didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
So then that's when I just I listened to it and I heard it and I was like, what the? And then that's when TT texted me right now. It was funny. TT texted me right as I was listening. She was like, girl.
You both got the message at the same time. What?
Yeah, it was beautiful. And I love Chloe. She's an amazing talent too. And I like her. I feel like it was aligned because she also produces and she's a singer and a dancer and she's multifaceted. So I like to align with women like that. So out of any big, top 40 artists sampling my music, I'm happy that it's her.
That is her.
Yeah.
So I guess looking at your second track, which is your present track, or something that kind of encapsulate the past year, before we move to Heartbeats, just encapsulates the past year. What track would you say does that?
7 Day Weekends, because we were all in lockdown. And shout out to the people that are still in lockdown. I hope that you are right. But yeah, the song was all about just missing my 7 day weekends.
I do remember that very vividly in lockdown, actually. And being at home, on my decks, not being able to go anywhere. And you're this is the closest we're going to get to the club right now. This is it.
Yep. My weekends, it's just days of the week. And us as DJs, we have 7 day weekends. Every day could feel like a weekend if we wanted it to. So I just missed that feeling and I missed the people. And, when I made that track, I was just sad. I woke up my sleep schedule was all out of whack. I woke up 6 a.m. and I was like, man, I miss when my weekends used to feel like weekends. I miss my 7 day weekends. And I just, started singing I miss my 7 day weekends. Nice. And then that's when I laid down the keys and the sun was rising too. It was so cute. It was such a moment. It was that 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. period where it's the magic hour. And
slowly getting lighter and lighter and lighter.
Yeah. And the track Progress Is the Same came up. And that was probably the most organic track that I didn't think would go as crazy as it did. Because it was my first quarantine track, So, yeah.
I miss those 7 day weekends. 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 I miss those 7 day weekends.
say that kind of encapsulates the past year?
Yeah. We didn't have any 7-day weekends.
Nope.
Until the summertime hit, we kind of got rebellious.
By about June, everyone was like, yo, I'm done with this now. Yeah,
we just decided on our own, like, you know what? Outside, hot, social distance, we could do it. Making up lies like the heat kills the germs. All that
all
stuff.
Of that, right? It's fine in the summer. Like, you can't catch the flu in the summer. Yeah.
The heat is going to burn all the germs. Like, what? But,
everyone just like,
it definitely described my year, though. But I made the best of it, I quarantined alone, but I was able to connect with people over Twitch and Instagram Live. I was doing DJ sets, so Zoom parties, all that.
All right, so fast forward to October 2021. And you just put out a new EP, a new project called Heartbeats.
Yes.
Which is a vibe from start to finish.
Aww.
As we said, Microdosing, just the first single, was featured at the Fendi Versace show.
Yes.
And then, is the second single going to be with Rel? Unavailable?
Yes.
Is that the second single?
Unavailable.
Shout out Rel. I've got a lot of time for Rel. Got so much time for Rel.
Yeah.
He's a good guy. So, I guess, how long have you been working on the EP and what kind of shaped the sound? Because again, it feels like it's Jersey, but also like electronic music. Like I can hear all the different influences in there. So yeah, what was the process?
Thank you for that. I made this project over the quarantine year. Just so many relationships came in and out of my life. I felt like, we were all going through different stuff. Like, people got the chance to like really just, I don't know, take time with themselves. It was no escape. It was no escape of parties on the weekend. It was no escape of work or going out to have fun, nothing. So you had to sit with whatever you were dealing with. So I feel like, that made a lot of my relationships, romantic and platonic, just fall out.
Right,
and that's definitely what inspired a lot of the tracks on Heartbeats. It's beats from my heart.
Got it. I see what you did there.
Yeah. But I wanted to definitely, I wanted to like kind of show off. I wanted to challenge myself too.
Okay.
Jersey is infamous for its house music. We have so many legends come through, especially from Chicago, to come play in Newark. Like, they love it. They will. It's the names that we bring is like kind of insane sometimes that we just have. So I wanted to kind of tap into that and see if I could, give that essence of a Jersey house song, but with youthful lyrics. Like the lyrics are so like, young, but it feels nostalgic, the track. So I was just tapping into that, and that was like, something different for me to make a house track, like just straight house. Yeah. But I love it. And it's about, reciprocating your energy. Don't microdose. You don't microdose me. You gotta take the whole thing. And yeah, the rest of the tracks I did collaborations with SJ, K Deuces, and Dayburger in terms of a verse, which I'm really happy about because I don't really get to collaborate with that many women who rap. And me and her went on tour before, so I felt like we had unfinished business. Yeah. That song is called What You Waiting For. So, aside from my collaborators of production, I took the lead on everything. I was like, you know what, this is time to, you be the one sending out the zips to everybody. So that was cool, and they just added on to it. Every song has a different flavor, but it's all just about, love and lust, and I wanted to keep the production very light, even though it's full. Yeah. Light but full, very synthy, very patty. The vocals are soft, even though they have some type of attitude. Yeah. And yeah, I recorded it in my room.
Amazing.
I did not step into a studio to record not one vocal, not one nothing.
Incredible.
All in my bedroom with my pink wall that everybody has seen 1,000 times. I made it right there in my room. And which was better, because even when I tried to record it at my friend's house who helped me executive produce it, his name is Kif, he was like, you need to go home. It don't sound the same. Really? I was like, wow, okay. I was kind of like, I wanted to be here, like, with you and, like, work with people. We're quarantined. I'll be home all alone all the time. But, I guess to just really feel myself and be in that body and to sing like that, too, like, I just really wanted to show and tell a different story. Y'all know me for all the lit stuff, like being
parties,
high,
clubs,
club queen. But I just wanted to, show that, aside from being lit, you know, I am a person and maybe people could get to know me, you know, better through this on a different type of tempo. You know what I mean? Like a different type of vibe.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm really excited about this. I released it on Local Action Records, which are the homies. I've been such good friends with everybody on that label, from Ans to Finn to Tom Lee, who's the label owner. I've known them for years now, and they've booked me numerous times. So when I sent Tom demos a while, and I felt like, you know what? This is for us. Like, we need to share this moment. And I know how much the UK loves house music, especially from Jersey. So I was like, you know what? I feel like this would be cool. And yeah, Heartbeats, you know? I'm really proud of this one. Like, this one it's gonna hit different. It's definitely for the people. Yeah, it's getting cold now. Everybody want to cuff and cuddle.
Cuffing season is upon us.
This project might make you text your ex.
God forbid.
It will make you sweat on the dance floor to the bedroom.
Okay,
yes.
Okay.
You want me? Come take a dose of this drug. Stop microdosing my love. Stop microdosing my love. My love. You want me? Yeah. Come take a dose of this drug. Stop microdosing. Stop microdosing. Stop microdosing my love. Yeah. What? Yeah. Stop microdosing. Stop what? Stop microdosing my. Stop microdosing my love. Get a dose of me, you wanna feel the bliss when you close to me. Took a tab and tripped, kissed on my lips, now drowning it. Falling into my abyss, that sticky, icky, wet, dripping, having rich sex. Place down, make a text, blowing back, breaking necks. Every time we fuck, I be feeling for the next flex. I want you, I don't need you, so to take it out of context. You want me, I want you, so let's get it. I need you all in. The cups in my hand, and baby, you feeling it. Taking my love and microdosing it. Late nights, cold sweats, damn, we got the sheets wet. Once he come, you know I'm pressing for a reset. I ain't something you can reject. Ooh, but this pussy finna be kept. Come take a dose of this. Come take a dose of this drug. You want me? Come take a dose of this drug. Stop microdosing my love. Stop microdosing my love. Hey, you want me?
If you had to choose a favorite track, could you choose one? What would you say is your favorite track?
That's really hard. That's really, really hard. Honestly, I feel like What You Waiting For. Because it's with Dayburger, and I feel like it's such a cute track. It's giving me like progressive Doja, Nicki Minaj vibes, and that's what I was going for, because I've really been a fan of Doja since before the fame, and Nicki Minaj as well. And yeah, I just felt like it would be cool to have, like, you know, two black divas, you know, on a track like this.
So I consider myself a jack of all trades. I've said that, you know, I DJ, I do radio, I make content, I run a company, have a label. But you definitely are like, you do it all. Like, I think I do it all, but you do it all. So I guess what I want to know is, have you always been so savvy about like balancing making music with managing your music career, with developing a social media marketing strategy? Like, have you always been good at it, or have you learned that out of necessity?
I've kind of always had this savviness to me. It's weird. It's like almost embedded in us in Jersey. Right. So let me take you back. I'm a teenager, just dancing. I would go to parties. You know, I was the girl, like, you know, getting down in the middle of the circle that had everybody like, hey, right behind her. But, you know, as I became a DJ, I just saw what the guys do. I was like, I was a party promoter already. So aside from, you know, just dancing, I would help to promote the parties. I got my cell phone number on the flyers. Hit me up if you need tickets. I'll link up with you after school, whatever. Okay. So we were already doing that. Like, it was a thing. We called them street teams, party promotional teams. And yeah, we're a bunch of kids throwing parties at any YMCA, center, backyards, whatever, you know, just like little dollar parties. So I always felt like we were kind of like business savvy as kids. And we would break the bread off, you know, to get like matching t-shirts, like corny stuff, but stuff that you would do with your friends so you could look fly at the party, like matching t-shirts or like, you know, tags that said like your team name, like, so you could like, we here, you know?
Out here.
Yeah, exactly. So I feel like we've always had that savviness to us, that business savvy. But, you know, as I grew, I took more notes and I was like, you know what? I need to have an all-girl team because it's all guy teams.
Yeah.
You know, that was a really cool period of my life that kind of, I feel like, was like, you could do this as a business. You know? And yeah, as more bookings came along, I was like, I need to tighten up. I need to tighten up. And it's really hard to balance all of them because...
I imagine so, yeah.
It really is.
There's so many parts to it. It's not like just making the music is the smallest part, right?
Yeah, it is. Especially because, you know, I always feel like, you know, the music is the most important part, even though it's the smaller part, because it makes the whole engine run.
Of course.
Would you really be that into me if I didn't have my unique tracks, you know? So I feel like that's so essential, but to get in the mind state to do it and not in the business mind state is definitely like a thing that I have to do. Like I have to separate. I'm like, okay, I'm all about, you know, the business today, email, itineraries, whatever. And then, you know, for 2 days, I'm like, I'm lost in the sauce and the music, you know? So that's what I do to balance it and to keep me sane. I hope to, like, you know, have more help in the business tip later in life. But for now, I got it covered. I'm just like surprised all the time.
Is it more that you enjoy it or a way to protect your career? Doing all of the different parts?
Yeah. Because I've definitely had my run-in with, you know, like horrible managers and stuff like that. My manager now is amazing. I love him. But yeah, before then, it was definitely like, you know what? Nobody's going to have your back.
More than you.
Yep. Nobody's going to get it done like you. So you should just do it. And even if you have to stay up all night, it's better than, you know, not being able to do what you love to do. So I just learned how to suck it up and not be a brat. Because I'll complain to myself, like, you know, but yeah.
It has to be done.
It has to be done.
Yeah. What's next for you? I mean, I guess we're getting heartbeats out there right now.
Yeah.
You're in the UK.
Yeah.
Anything that you could tell us? Anything coming up? Anything we should be looking out for?
Definitely. Well, you know, I'm finishing up this tour. I'm going to Berlin and Krakow. I'm going to play at Unsound. I'm really excited about that. I haven't played Unsound since like 2016. So after I'm done with that, I'm going to head back to Jersey. And I'm going to get started throwing, you know, some more monthly residencies with my party, PB&J.
PB&J, yeah.
Yeah, it stands for Philly, Baltimore, New Jersey. And we rotate it every month between the cities to get, you know, a dose of every dancer talent in the city. So I want to, you know, continue to do that. So if you guys ever land in Newark, come through.
Yes.
Okay? Because I know y'all be flying into Newark and not JFK. So come through. Okay? So I got that coming up. And in terms of heartbeat, and as far as heartbeats goes, I have some music videos coming out.
Nice.
I'm excited about that. Very cinematic.
Cool.
And sexy. But dancing, of course. Lots of Jersey Club dancing, of course. And I also am just gonna try to do more live stuff. I'm in this position where I feel like, you know, like I said, I'm DJing and I've always talked on the mic and, you know, rapped a song or two, but I want to see what it would be like to actually challenge myself to do a whole live set, especially since I have so many songs with lyrics. Yeah, like, you know, I'm going to try it.
Yeah,
I'm going to try it. That's what's next for me. I just want to see if I could do that. Because I used to do theater as a kid. Like, I used to try out for all these Broadway shows like Lion King or Annie. And, you know, I didn't make it. But
I mean, something better came on the other side.
Something better came, right? Exactly. But I want to try it just because I feel like that's something younger me would have wanted me to try.
I feel like definitely that's your bag, because I remember the last time you were here and you DJ at Pussy Palace, and just your interaction with the crowd whilst DJing, like that, and that was something I learned from touring with artists. Like the energy you get from the audience is actually what you give to them. Like if you stand stiff as a DJ and don't speak, and you know, sometimes you can do it just based on the music, but that little bit of interaction really does draw people in. And that was one of the things I noticed about you. Like, yo, you got this down. Like, people are here. So I feel like you performing live is just an extension of that. No, like I think you still got able to build that rapport. Like,
thank
with
you,
audiences.
thank you. I want to bring a show though. Like, feel me? So many of big mainstream artists have used Jersey Club in their sets to like amp it up.
Yeah.
J-Lo, Sierra. Missy Elliott. So I'm trying to come like that. You know what I mean? Except with the Jersey, real raw Jersey flavor. I would love to see it. I haven't seen that in so long from like somebody authentically since like Rai for real. You know, so I would love to see that. Like, I mean, I'm gonna do it. So
we're gonna look out for it. It's gonna happen. Thank you for doing the trilogy. Let us know the socials and where people can find you online.
Oh man, you guys can find me at UNIIQU on Twitter, UNIIQU3, and UNIIQU Music on Instagram. All platforms, it's UNIIQU. It's spelled with 2 I's and a 3 because I'm different.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, girl.
Thank you.
See you later.